Hey Virgo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. Welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. This is going to be your reading for December 2021. This can apply to anywhere where you have Virgo in your chart. If you're not sure what it is, check out the description box below to look at your free birth charts. Let's get into your reading. Virgo for December 2021. Virgo. All right, Virgo, this will be our last shuffle. And you have a pre-message. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so this is telling me that I feel like you're wanting to bring in balance. You're wanting to nurture something that you're kind of refusing to see at the same time. I feel like you kind of keep yourself trapped in your thoughts about a connection that you want to invest in. Um, I feel like you want to bring balance to it, but I feel like you don't know how to go about that yet. But I feel like it is your wish fulfillment to connect with this person or reconnect with this person. Or if you're not with somebody, I feel like you're like ready for your partner to come in. Virgo for December. Virgo for December. First card out, you have the Three of Swords. All right, so I feel like you're currently definitely going through some heartache and disappointment. I feel like people might have been stabbing you in the back, being really just hurtful. They didn't care about their approach, their feelings. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of heavy disappointment right now. But I feel like you're kind of making your peace with it. The energy that's crossing you, you have the World card. So whatever's been hurtful for you, I see you're leaving that behind. You're not going to allow that to hold power over you. I feel like you're changing the situation right now. Spirit says, wait, no. Okay. I feel like you're definitely going to be like changing the way that you're like allowing people to treat you, the way that okay. I feel like in your current energy, you're feeling a lot of heaviness, a lot of sorrow, a lot of disappointment, a lot of neglect, a lot of abandonment, just not being reciprocated. I feel like people kind of abandoned you. Some of you kind of um, maybe tripped you up a little bit. Um, but I feel like you're realizing that and you're taking inventory of the type of people who are around you, who has your back and who doesn't. I feel like you're definitely going to be making some transitions in the way that you interact and engage with people and who you interact and engage with. At a soul level, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Um, okay, there's something that you're holding on to at a soul level that you're finding it hard to let go. These are separate and mutual energies, so we're gonna get into them like that. Um, so there's things that you're holding on to. It could be disappointments, memories that you have. It could be like an expectation or a hope that you wanted to come through. It could be a person, place, or a thing. Whatever it is, it could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Whatever it is, there's something that you're holding on to for either too long or too tight, or you're refusing to let it go. Or transition. Then we have the Queen of Swords. So at a soul level, you're having like a harsh realizations, harsh reality checks, harsh like like I'm getting like a tower energy, a little bit of like people have shown you who they were. and you didn't believe them. You wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. And so they showed you who they were again. And you still wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like now this energy is coming in of fuck that, never again, not no more. Um, and I feel like that energy is transitioning something that you've been holding on to. Um, there's still something that you're gonna hold on to still and carry with you. Um, but I feel like other things that you've been holding on to that haven't been healthy or nurturing, you're making certain connections and realizations, and you're starting to like clean certain things out, or you're making the plan to clean certain things out. I'm also getting at a soul level this new truth, this new realization, this new like aha. It's like an aha moment, but it's like it's more clarity and truth of who you are, what you want, what you expect, what you're willing to stand for, what you're willing to tolerate or not, what your deal breakers are. Um, who you are. I feel like there's like a proudness that you have within yourself right now, and a recognition and a clarity of the crap that you've been through, and you still stand. How hurt you've been, and you still love. You're still compassionate and kind. Um, so I feel like there's like this awareness, there's this new knowledge that you've been bestowed. And I feel like it's going to be something that stays with you. It wasn't one of those lessons that you cram real quick just so you can pass the test tomorrow or in a couple of days. This is a lesson that was slow burned, slow, like deeply experienced. It impacted you at a soul level, and at your conscious, your emotions. It impacted you in so many ways. This is not a lesson that you will ever be able to forget, no matter how much time passes, or if you try to forget. This is a lesson that will stay with you. And I feel like it's actually a good thing. Because I feel like it's going to prevent you from letting your guard down to the point of where you become somebody's doormat again. This energy is going to help you to have a balance between giving and taking. Um, Understanding when somebody is being authentic or not. There's just this major enlightenment that you've received and lessons learned that you will not be leaving. That's going to stay with you forever. And I feel like you're going to help other people learn lessons through what you've been through as well. Your recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles. So you definitely were abandoned, rejected, left out in the cold. Somebody was not reciprocal. Somebody who took more than they gave. And I feel like you just got left out in the cold. I feel like the people you gave to took from you and didn't give back. But I feel like you're coming around that. Like there's you're making lemonade out of lemons, and I feel like you've learned those tough lessons. Like I said, they're not gonna ever leave you. Those lessons are burned into your soul. And I feel like it's like this new it's like a respect, and it's like you know where you've been, you know what you've been through, but I feel like you're valuing the lessons learned more than you're suffering through the pain and disappointment. um if that makes sense. Your crowning energy, you have the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, there's someone that you've been wanting to talk to for a long time, or there's some energy that you're wanting to like really get off your chest. There's something you're wanting to speak. There's something you're wanting to communicate that you've been wanting to communicate for a while. And if you haven't been holding that energy for a while, I feel like it's just they're tied together. Okay. There's a hurt that you've suffered. The Ten of Swords came out with it, and I was going to put it in the near future, but Spirit said they're together. So this hurt, you're thinking about communicating this hurt that you've had. I feel like somebody in your environment is like you feel like you have to explain yourself. You feel like you have to speak your truth. you feel like you have to say the like how you've been hurt. Um, I'm getting that energy of like defending yourself, like you're saying no, but this person did these things to me. Like you're thinking about like how you need to, how you want to say these things. I feel like you're being held up. I feel like you're trying, for whatever reason you're not able to speak your truth right now, and it's bothering you and you're thinking about it. You want to be able to say these things. You want to speak how there was this major adjustment done. You want to say how it's unfair, how there was this major adjustment done, how somebody was um, just manipulative, controlling, combative, unwilling to bend, unyielding, unfair, just very hurtful, very, I don't like this energy. And you're thinking about it, so you're wanting to say it. So I feel like because you're thinking about wanting to speak this injustice, I feel like there's something preventing you from being able to speak it. I don't know. Tell me if this resonates with you guys. It's interesting. Your near future, you have the devil in the reverse or the upright. It's in the upright. So you're going to be dealing with toxic energy still, some codependencies. I feel like this Ten of Swords is going to be tied to your crowning energy and your near future. I feel like this injustice was done and you can't speak about it, but you want to. Um, I feel like maybe there's like conversations being had and you can't speak your truth. You can't speak your side. And you want to, and you're like, how do I get my point across? How do I get them to hear me? But I don't feel like you're gonna be able to. And you just have to be okay with it. That it Except sometimes we have to agree to disagree, right? And sometimes the more that we fight our battles, that's not ours to fight, the more harder it becomes. It's quicksand. If you just keep struggling and struggling and struggling, you're going to sink and sink and sink. But if you just realize what's right and what's wrong and let spirit do the work for you, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot smoother, and a lot quicker to get through. It's going to be difficult still, but it's going to be easier to get through. And um, nothing's bigger or better than spirit. So who else would you rather have fighting your battles? I'll go with spirit because I know for myself, I have my human nature that sometimes I'm irrational. Sometimes I say things that I wish I could take back later. Sometimes like I don't do what I want to do in the way that I should do it. So we're all human. We're all different. So when it gets to this thing and it's too toxic, it's too unhealthy, it's just nasty, it's gross. I don't like this energy I'm picking up at all. Um, but I feel like spirit's helping you get out of it. Spirit's trying to bring you to the light, and it's not a tunnel. Or spirit's trying to help you get to the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. But I feel like in your near future, you're still going to be dealing with this toxic energies. How you feel about yourself, you have the Five of Wands. So you feel like you have to fight for yourself. You feel like you have to fight everybody in your environment right now. You have to fight things that are going on around you. How other people see you as the Ace of Cups. Somebody sees you as their, I hear wish fulfillment, but that's not what this Ace of Cups is. The Ace of Cups speaks about like our emotional connections that where and the Ace is something that's divinely provided by spirit, right? So I feel like somebody sees you as somebody that they want to invest in, somebody that's like a God sent gift, um, somebody who they have an emotional investment in, and they want to build the connection. Hopes and fears. You have the King of Cups. So you also, Virgo, are hoping to be able to like what is it? Like you want to find yourself back surrounded by love. You want to be reestablished in love, in loving energies. All this crazy shit where everybody's fighting and being deceptive and just the heartbreak, the heaviness, the getting left out in the cold, the ooh. Some of you can have a codependent relationship, a toxic relationship. Um, I feel like you need to release that so you can let the genuine, real, authentic, good for you love come in. Final outcome, you have the Two of Wands. So ultimately, Virgo, you're going to be led to need to pick a path, pick a direction. Do you want happiness and growth, or do you want to be deciphered and in quicksand? What path do you want to go? Do you want to stay where you're at, where you're miserable and disappointed all the time, or do you want to move forward, where you have a potential for love, a real genuine offer coming in? Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So whether you're aware of it or not, which I'm guessing you're probably not aware of it because shit's so crazy around you, there's actually an ability around you for a solid foundation, solid connection that is going to allow you to feel stable in your environment, to feel nurtured and just comfortable, secure, stable, comfortable, nurtured. I like that. Okay, what else? These ones? There's a wish that you set out. I feel like you wish for something and you're waiting for spirit to bring it in. I feel like what you wished for is better than what you have right now, and we have to be of that energy before we can be in that energy. So I feel like you need to clean out these toxic energies. Learn your lessons. Use the lessons that you've learned to find your way out, to pick your path, to get onto the path that's right for you, that's healthier for you. That's your path. All right, we're not going to take these, but we're going to look at them. You have the Two of Wands, again, which was your final outcome, and the Three of Swords. So there has been heartache and disappointment, and Spirit is begging you to pick a path. Pick a path that is opposite of the one that has been hurtful, the one that has caused you to feel so betrayed and just stuck and lost that you don't even know if you believe in love anymore. That's the opposite. That's the direction you're moving away from, or you should be moving away from. I don't know why anybody would want to stay in this shit. Like, what the fuck is that? No, thank you. So pick your path. What direction do you really want? What are you really searching for? With the Two of Wands, you have the Two of Wands out here in your final outcome should things remain the same. You have the Three of Swords in your current energy. So I feel like it's telling you, pick a path. Like, are you where you want to be? Like, where you currently are, is that where you want to be in a year from now, 5 months from now, 10 years from now? Pick a path. Virgo, you don't have to stay where you're at. You don't have to stay miserable. All right, this will be our last shuffle. All right, shit, guys, this is all heavy, and I don't like any of it. I don't need clear any. Let's see, current energy. You have the Devil with the Nine of Coins. So again, Spirit is telling you, choose yourself over these toxic energies. You have over here, you have toxicity, you have codependency, you have people being narcissists, you have people being judgmental, throwing throwing rocks when they live in a glass house. You have people being hypocrites, having double standards, being just taking more than they're giving, just toxic energy. And then you have yourself over here where you're stable when you're alone. You are confident when you're alone. You have your resources when you're alone. You got Spirit right there by your side always. The only thing you're missing is the other person who is just as fulfilled as you are to make you whole. And not whole because you're already whole on your own, but to complete your completion. To be the icing on the cake or the cherry on the sundae, whatever it is for you. So your current energy, you have the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. So, well, Nine of Coins. So in your current energy, with the World card, and that's clarifying the Three of Swords with the World. So I feel like definitely there's a need to recognize that you're so much more than what you're allowing yourself to deal with, and allowing yourself to move away from that with no regret and no remorse. Near future. The near future, you have the Seven of Wands, needing to defend yourself. The Eight of Swords, trapped in your thoughts. The Chariot, moving away quick as possible. And the Moon, but you don't know how. So this Devil energy, it's with these cards, it's telling me there's it's lack of confidence right now. That's that Devil energy that's impacting you in your near future with this Devil energy. So in the near future, you're going to need to defend yourself, but you're going to be trapped in your thoughts. There's going to be something you're not allowing yourself to see. I feel like Spirit's going to be definitely guiding you and providing you with intuition on how you can get away from the situation. But I feel like there's still going to be a lack of clarity within yourself because of these difficult situations that you've endured. I feel like you have like a sense of confidence because you've gotten through them. So you're like, I can get through this. I can get through anything. But also you went through that experience and it had left its mark. So it has this scar of like, you aren't good enough. You can't do that. You're not worthy. Nobody else will love you. So I feel like you circle back in through these energies. Final outcome. You have the Three of Swords. Guys, we had a pre-message that was the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands. Now, to clarify your final outcome of the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Swords. So you're getting that same message. Do you want to continue to stay in heartbreak, Virgo? Or have you really realized that you're better than that and you deserve more than that? What is your truth? Are you somebody's doormat, or are you your own savior? Are you your own magician? Are you your own, are you the person who decides are you going to allow yourself to continue to stay in an unhealthy environment just because that's what's expected, or that's what you've been doing and that's what you're used to? Or are you going to allow yourself to be a little uncomfortable and get out of your box and live your life that is meant for you, where you're happy and you're living your truth and not somebody else's shitty truth? All right. Final advice. Spirit was ready for that one. 10 of Wands. Put that shit down, Virgo. It's been too much. It's been too much. No amount of apologies, no amount of flowers, no amount of hugs, no amount of tears can fix this shit. It has been too much. It is toxic as fuck. Pick yourself, Virgo. Pick yourself. Don't pick somebody else. The Nine of Wands. Don't revert. Don't keep giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, especially if they never give it to you. Love yourself more than you love somebody else. What I'm getting from this direction is that it's been too much. You need to put it down. There's no apologies, no nothing. Put that shit down. Let it go already. But still know that you're a victory. No, this is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who's been to battle and they have gotten fucked up, but they are still a warrior and they are still capable of fighting. They're just taking a little time out right now because they're wounded. They fucking need to heal. So Spirit's advising you to heal. Recognize that you still have fight. You still have fight. If this is love, which it seems to be, it's okay to be disappointed, but don't give up on it because everybody's not the same. And whatever it is in you, there's still more. Just because that didn't work out doesn't mean that what comes next for you isn't right for you. Um, so with the wounded warrior, he's still a fighter. He's wounded, but he's still a fighter. He or she is gonna keep on going. They're not gonna let somebody knock them down. Whereas the Ten of Wands, like, okay, I'm done with this shit. It's been too much, too much. So Spirit's telling you put that shit down, but don't take it with you into your next experiences, your next relationships. Don't take that old baggage with you. There's still more fights to fight. There's still more to be inspired for. There's still more to hope for. There's 9 of fucking cups. Wish fulfillment. I was gonna say bitch, but me and my sister, we always call each other bitch. I don't know why. It's a term of endearment sometimes, but there's your 9 of cups, Virgo. You got your wish fulfillment coming in. Focus on that. Fuck all this. I'm gonna leave that here. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. The Fool. New leap of faith. Yeah. Trusting Spirit to guide you, expecting that things are going to work out the way that they're supposed to. Things are always working out for your greatest and highest good. Always know that. Till next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down.